Boom, welcome to another crack session. I'm out here, just racking up the interviews, doing the best I can and all of that. And today I'm going to interview an amazing person. She's putting in a lot of graft and a lot of work. She's helping out her borough and all of that. And she's going to tell you all about that now. And she goes by the name of...
Hanan Malum.
Hey.
AKA Hananator, you know what I mean?
You know what I'm saying?
Slightly.
So, Hannah, what made you want to start getting into what you do with the council and all that kind of stuff there?
You know, it was never like I'm not gonna say that line, but it was my dream.
Yeah.
Like, it was never my
Yeah.
dream. It's just the fact of like how the opportunity came was a mad story, but at
Yeah.
the same time, it's like I've always liked helping like the community and helping kids and stuff.
Yeah.
So with me, I focus as well on youth because I feel like the youth don't really get as much opportunities as
Yeah.
like we should. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's true.
And thinking of my past experience of how I was going through school and stuff like that, I didn't really
Yeah.
like how the school was always like pressuring us to know.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
basically
yeah,
like
yeah,
GCSEs,
yeah,
they're like,
yeah.
what do you want to do for the rest of life?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
I don't know.
It's true,
Live life.
you have to live life. You have to, yeah,
Comme
it's
ci,
true.
comme ça. Like, what the hell?
Yeah.
So I feel like with me, I kind of want to be that support system to younger
Yes.
people to show them, look, like it's okay not to know what you want to
You do, yeah,
and
yeah.
statistics show that your life don't really start until you're around 30. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's true, no, it's true, it's true.
got
You got
time.
time, yeah, you got time.
Time.
So, what do you feel like is the difference? Why do you think youth these days struggle? What do you think? Do you think there's enough activities going on? Because a lot of youth clubs have been shut down. A lot of parents do say there's not a lot of youth clubs, and there's not a lot for the kids to do these days apart from being on the internet
Yeah.
or on the game, which you can see social media sometimes is damaging for the kids. So, what's your opinions on that kind of?
I feel like, you know, it is. There's opportunity, but sometimes as well, I feel like the youth just can't relate to people.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Because when you now look at people of authority, they're all older and obviously we're in public right now, but they're of a certain demographic. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what
And
you
they
mean,
can't
yeah.
really relate to them. So with me as well, one thing I learned is when I'm now going to youth clubs to speak to kids and go to schools to speak to kids,
Yeah.
they're gonna remember it because they can relate to me because we're similar ages. Do you know
Yeah,
what
yeah,
I
I know
mean?
what you mean, yeah,
So
yeah,
that's what I'm
yeah,
saying.
yeah.
So and then if they're looking at me thinking, okay, she can do it, why can't I?
Why
Do you know
can't
what I'm
I
saying?
do it? Yeah,
That's
yeah,
the one
yeah.
thing that I want to leave them with. So say if you don't listen to anything else I
Yeah.
said, which I hope you would,
Yeah,
at least like I want you to think and understand if she can do it, why can't
What
I?
I
Do you know what I'm
can't
trying
do,
to say?
yeah.
And I think schools as well, how schools are programmed, they program you to
Think a certain way, would you say?
think a certain way and
Yeah.
move a certain way. So
Yeah.
you're studying,
Yeah.
then you go uni,
Yeah.
you rack up a little debt, you
Yeah,
know
yeah,
what
I
I
know
mean?
you mean,
Then
yeah,
you work
yeah,
a
yeah.
9 to 5,
Yeah.
which a 9 to 5 paying back your uni debt is a myth. Do you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
it
So
is.
they don't really push the whole entrepreneur working for yourself. Like I haven't seen no school that does the whole entrepreneur
Yeah,
working for
you're
yourself,
right, yeah.
being a musician, being an athlete. Do you know what I'm trying to say? They
Yeah.
put you in this certain like route. Do you know
Route,
what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah.
And I feel like that's why as well things go left because not everyone, and especially in this day and
Yeah,
age
you're
now,
right, yeah.
there's so much creativity out here. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? And it's like schools don't really cater to it. So once again, that's why I do what I do. Where it's like
Yeah.
I want to bring certain people from those like careers. Like if there's a
Careers,
musician,
yeah.
like probably a producer.
Sure.
If there's a footballer,
No.
like I can bring in someone that they
Yeah.
can speak and see the inside of it.
Yeah. That's
But
good,
yeah.
yeah. So do you feel like, seeing as you work at schools and you go to schools and stuff like that, do you see how it's different? Do you see similarities or difference between the way you grew up when you were their age, or do you see differences? Like, what's the difference? Because obviously you're seeing it from the other side now of being in there now, trying to help the community. So do you
Yeah.
see the difference, or do you see similarities?
As in like how I grew up in
Your
school.
school,
with
yeah,
them.
yeah.
I think it's the same, you know,
Same,
because
yeah.
I'm not that much different from like, especially if I'm going to like sixth forms and stuff.
Yeah.
Like that, I'm not that much different from
Yeah.
the ages. But it's like it's sad because it's like I knew how it felt to go through it. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
And especially with my school, how they moved and how they pressured.
Yeah.
They weren't offering support. They used to dismiss people with like mental health and all that
See,
kind of
yeah,
stuff.
see what I'm saying?
So it's like. I can't sit here online and be like, yeah, I want to change how the school curriculums are. It's going to take like probably decades to do that. But the most I can do is offer support outside of school to help them and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah. So what is your goals from now to the end of the year? What do you want to achieve personally?
Well, that's a
your field?
very broad thing because
Yeah.
of everything I do.
Yeah.
But if we're talking about with my 3 businesses, the main
Yeah.
thing I want to do is have my shop floor planned out. So I want to be
Okay.
opening up my shop
And
for one of my
what's the
business.
shop? What you
Okay, so the 3 businesses, one of them is a graphic design business. Okay, one of them is a clothing line business, and the third one is a mentoring business.
Boss.
So with the mentoring,
Yeah.
I basically mentor people to start up their business or grow their business.
Yes.
I also sell ebooks, so it's like online
yeah,
books
yeah.
written by me, and then
Yeah.
I do digital digital downloads, so like business plans and stuff to help
Yeah.
people. So yeah, I want to open up a shop for my graphic design business, and then at the same time as well, I kind of want my name to be known for the council stuff and actually have
Okay.
stuff done. Because there's enough politicians, enough people that are part of the council that will sit here and be like, we're gonna do this, we're gonna
don't
do
do
that.
it.
They're gonna say what they're gonna do for you to vote for
for
them
them,
and what you want to
yeah,
hear,
it's true,
but they
it's
don't
true.
back their chat. Do you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
they
So
don't,
it's
they don't,
like
yeah.
I don't want to be known as someone. That's why you won't see me saying I promise I'll do this, I promise I'll do
Yeah,
that. Because at the end of the
yeah,
day, I don't know what I
What I
can and
can
can't
do,
do. Do you know what I mean?
you just
But
wanna
I
do
know
your
for a
best, yeah.
fact that I'm gonna try and do something.
Yeah,
do you
of
know
course,
what I mean?
100%.
But
Yeah.
yeah.
Alf, assuming as you run 3 businesses, do you find any challenges running 3 businesses, or do you?
Do you want a list?
Yeah.
The list.
Or what would you say for a young person who's running business? What from your experience of running your own business, what would you say somebody who wants to start their business? Where would you tell them to start? How would you tell them to like handle the whole process of it?
Okay, so one thing I'll say is just start as well. That's one thing, because I
Yeah.
know a lot of young people, like on my social media, they'll come to me and be like, oh, I want to start, but I don't know, I'm scared. Just
Yeah,
start.
yeah,
just
start,
start.
exactly,
Just
yeah.
start. Because even though I started young, like I started 2 years ago, I still would have told myself to start earlier. Do you know what I mean? And then another thing is don't give up. Like if something goes wrong, yeah. It's literally life. Do you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
you learn from your mistakes, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
But it all depends on what certain people like want to get into, what their
Yeah,
business
it's
is.
true, it's
But
true.
also have money. Like this is
Yeah,
why
yeah.
when I go to youth clubs and schools,
Yeah.
I only really speak about business when it's like 18 plus
'Cause the
or
money, yeah,
because of
yeah,
money.
yeah, yeah.
Like cool, 16 you can start working, but still 16 you're studying all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
have money saved.
Money saved,
Like
yeah.
you need to have money to make money. You need to
Yeah.
lose money sometimes
to
to
make
make
money,
money.
yeah,
And I
people
think
do.
sometimes when they lose some money, they get like
Disheartened. Yeah.
Like, "Oh,
It happens,
no,
yeah.
it's life.
Especially the lifestyle we're living in now
It's
with petrol
life.
prices going up. and all that.
Don't even get me started on petrol
Yeah,
prices.
yeah.
Half of it goes to tax.
Yeah.
Half of it goes to government. Don't even start on it. Don't even start.
So yeah, so what would you? So obviously you talked about your goals. So what is your? Seeing as you do the whole working in school things and that. What after you finish working in school, would you like to take it abroad? Like, would you do it overseas if you got that big? Like, from where you come from, different countries, would you like to expand overseas as well?
Of
Or
course.
just,
Yeah.
of course, yeah.
Oh, am I?
Yeah.
You're gonna cut this? Or
No, keep going. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it. Yeah.
Can I put my camera back on?
Yeah. Go on.
Wait, so you edit it, yeah?
Yeah. I edit
Okay,
it,
good.
keep it, yeah.
Just so that you won't have to
Interruptions today, you know. We are now back live.
live and
Live and direct. So yeah, what we saying? Yeah.
Repeat the question. Sorry, my camera.
Would you like?
Oh, expand.
Expand, yeah. Expand.
Global.
Go.
Yeah, 100%. I've even thought about like doing stuff back in my country. So I'm from Morocco, in North Africa, and I've even thought about doing stuff there. But with the the issues with doing stuff abroad is you gotta understand the people there. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, you're right,
So
yeah.
I know what works here, and I know how to get through to younger people here. But because back home or in different countries, they're raised different. They have different things. Money could be an issue. I gotta do research before I think, cool, let me expand. Do you know what I mean? But with my businesses, like I'm very global. Like my graphic design one is very international. I've got people from America, Australia. I've got people from all around the world, and it's like I'm happy because it's like I'm getting known somewhere. Do you know what I mean? So it's one of my business going out there. My council stuff as well is being promoted and stuff by people from America and stuff like that. But yeah, I genuinely feel like I was meant to be American, you know, but I'm just stuck in the UK and I'm here with Boris.
Boris.
To be honest, I'd rather be here with Boris than Trump.
Yeah, exactly.
I might have been deported if I was Trump.
So you got any last words for them before we sign out?
Guys, literally just start. Anything you want to do, start.
Yeah.
Literally, like if you want to be a footballer, start. If you want to be a musician, start. If you want to have your own business, start. But the main thing is research. So literally, like if research takes you like a couple months to do it, trust me, it's worth it. Then just start. Because if you literally just start and have no idea, no plan, and nothing, you're gonna lose money. You're gonna end up failing and stuff like that. But yeah, I mean, I didn't fail. No, I'm joking.
Where can they find you on the social medias? Let them
Okay,
know.
my Instagram is @99Hanaya. Don't worry, I'm not this pale. It's just the light in the camera. I swear to God, I'm basically his color. I swear to God. My Instagram is 99Hanaya. My Snapchat is Queen_Hannah6. My YouTube is Hannanator. If you follow my Instagram, everything's there. All my businesses are there.
Yeah, and it was nice interviewing Hannah. Lovely. Keep doing your thing for the borough, and I'll keep on following
My
your
hand
journey.
broke.
Boom.
Okay,
We're
bye.
out.